Hey, what's up? It's your boy Cedric, also known as Mo Cheese or Kansas City Mo. And I want to break down trailer 2 of Grand Theft Auto 6. Now that we've got the pre order information and a lot more information, I want to see if we can see it through a new lens and if there's anything that we might have missed the first time. So let's not waste any more time. Let's get into it. I am going to be watching this at a quarter speed in YouTube with the audio turned off because I don't want to get the. So jumping right into it. There are a couple of things that I want to call out with the audio where the girls is cat calling at Jason or coming over to watch him and stuff like that. But we don't need the audio for that because we know when it happens. All right. Jumping into it. Rockstar. Let's do it. Right off the rip. Beautiful. Wildlife everywhere. Marine life. People in the water. Or boats in the water. Probably people too. Them some people sitting on the dock down there at the very bottom. Someone standing on the dock down there. So, really, really nice, beautiful home right here. 3, 4 layers. Really dense, even for this to just be like, which I'm assuming is the keys. Really dense, lot of life just happening in such a small part of the map. A plane in the top right, almost guaranteed a plane. Jason up here looks like an iguana right there. This is his Vapid, so we now know that this Vapid is trash compared to that pre-order Vapid that we get with the Ultimate Edition. That motherfucker is noise compared to this one. So I didn't really appreciate it as much until I saw this one. And then we'll have the motorcycle right here, and we'll have the kayak just on the other side of this Vapid. But in the pre-order information, it's parked up under here. So I don't wonder if there's different places where you can park it or if that means anything or possibly nothing. We also see that the safe house is in way worse shape. Bunch of tarps and stuff up here covering up some things. Jason says fixing some leaks, which I'm sure is, tongue in cheek from Rockstar as they do. Some old looking Cadillac over here looking nice. And of course, a bird right there. Here's Brian. I want us to pay attention to this silver Vapid truck. I think it pops up later in the trailer here. But look at the tire tracks from the Vapid pulling up hard. Looks like he's kicking up dust as well. I like it. Just fixing some leaks. A bunch of birds up there. The container ship passing by in the background, as well as a nice little yacht. Look at Brian's dope ass little necklace. Like a boss. Gold watch. Gold necklace. Gold bracelet. Looking like money. I ain't mad at you, Brian. I like his shirt too. I wear it. See the stitching in his shirt. He's talking about paying tenants because he lets Jason stay here for free. Look at Jason's physique. I mean, just his arms outside of the abs and stuff. Look at his arms. We'll see other areas, which leads us to believe that you can work out. Look at the interior on that window. You can see the plants back there as well. So, and also, yeah, Jason's beard. Once again, the flora and fauna just all throughout here looking beautiful. Some people said that's Michael's boat on the far right. I don't know if that's true, but I do like those little callbacks. I trust Rockstar does those type of things, but I don't know if it's been confirmed or not. Michael's boat here on the right. White and blue boat. Look how weathered the house is. The wood is kind of like petrified a little bit and starting to weather and shape and bend and augment. Somebody said that this is a cutscene right here from like cutscene going into gameplay. So as we walk in, this is us starting to take over Jason as the player. The lighting in there is beautiful. Guys out maintaining a line. We see Jason's Marauders tattoo. Nice necklace. The reflections in all the mirrors are amazing. This thick little lady right here, Cat calls Jason. And I feel like that's important because in the first trailer, they talked about trust. And some people have mentioned, I've not seen it. I don't know if it feels in the leaks or not. But there's a element like the honor meter in Red Dead Redemption. There's a relationship meter or a trust meter in this game. So if Jason succumbs to all of these thirst traps trying to holler at him, what happens there? Look at the texture in that nigga steering wheel, though. Crazy reflections in the cars, in the mirrors. Look how he slaps this dude and his hair physics just goes. Jason backhand this nigga, which seems like it's extremely unnecessary, Jason. But yeah, Jason backhands this nigga disrespectful. Love that Leonardo t-shirt. But his hair, his little braids just go, the physics of it looks amazing. Love the hair physics here. It looks like this is some sort of a hookah shop or weed shop. I don't know if weed's legal in Florida or not. But yeah, there are like crystals and shit on there, that whole kind of vibe. Somebody call this number 5550145. But we see the hook over there with another homie. I don't know if he's high out of his brains or Jason whooped his ass too. The details in the watch, I wonder if the watch actually tells the accurate time. That'd be dope. Like these guys in the back of the truck. Hashtag unbuckled. These workers over here on the side of the road, doing that community service. We'll see Lucia doing that throwback croquette. Wonder if we follow this NPC, if he gonna put this Sea-Doo in the water. You feel me? More wildlife, more planes. Ambrosia, Peacock Bay, downtown. More thirst traps looking at Jason. He's working out. He don't got them abs like he did in the previous one. But both of these ladies stop to look at Jason. You see the other people back there working out. Lady back here walking her dog back here. But these ladies just stop to gawk at Jason, oogle at him. Once again, leaning into the trust factor. Bitches thirsting at him, you know. Someone said this is also gameplay, him walking out. This is another lady who looks at him up and down. She turns back to check him out right there. All of these little subtle things of these ladies going to check out Jason. More homeless people. We saw that motif from the beginning. Here we got law enforcement messing with other people, not just you, right? So I wonder if they got some elements of GTA 4 where you could go and if someone's running from the cops, you can interfere and be a good Samaritan or a bad Samaritan, depending on if they get caught or not. But the cops messing with other people for sure. We see a lady cop right here. I don't know if we had that in GTA 5, female cops, but we got a lady cop right there. Probably with the lady protagonist. They like anybody can get it. You know what I mean? I hear you. More undercover cars. I talked about them previously. These ones undercover. They look more like traditional undercover cops, where the ones in the previous look like some sort of, I forget what they call chargers or challengers in here, but they look like some sort of sport or muscle car. But the cops is out thick. And here we are, more wildlife. Airplanes, just airplanes everywhere, in Vice City. No weapons beyond this point. This guy's like, hey, do I know you? I seen you here before. Jason's like, maybe. I don't think that's for nothing. Once again, I'm pretty sure that's Rockstar trying to lead us to believe that Jason's an undercover cop. I don't think he's an undercover cop. They making it seem too obvious. Rockstar is traditionally not that obvious. Historically, they do really good writing. They compose stories really well to where you kind of get twists and turns. They're traditionally not that predictable. But Jason says you might have. And here's Lucia with her prison slides on, her prison sweatpants, and her prison t-shirt. Looking all disheveled as far as her hair. She couldn't even get her hair right to come out and see her man. Like, just put all that shit up in a ponytail. Like, okay, I guess. Jason's happy to see her. Got his Vapid over there. His Granada or something like that. I forget what the bitch is called. But, the El Camino. And now we about to turn up. Rockstar Games presents. They always know how to start a trailer off. Like, damn, this motherfucker just started? Look at him. She ain't got no real, lady clothes, so she got to wear a pair of his drawers, you know what I'm talking about, as they get intimate. His wife beat her because, she just getting out. But she got that ankle monitor on, which we've all speculated that an ankle monitor is going to tie us to their original safe house, their first safe house in the Keys. Now, I do believe that this is going to be after the prologue, which is where we will see how she got in prison. Lucia probably in Liberty City. Some people reference Luis Lopez because she's a fighter and he does cage fighting in Liberty City. So I thought that'd be a crazy tie-in if they want to do that. Luis was one of my favorite protagonists, underrated. The Ballad of Gay Tony, the light coming in through the blinds, dope. Once again, we got the masks and our eyes covered. That's going to be a paramount when it comes to being able to escape these heists. And then they cut back to this intimate scene, showing the closeness of how close they are. They do everything together. New beginnings, you know what I mean? Drinking their Modelo's. Boom. Sitting here on the water. The water physics is amazing. Lucia, Jason showing that their closeness, right? How tight they are. It'd be a shame if someone came in between that tightness. And then here we cut to Brian's. Is that Jason right there in the middle loading stuff up? And then we got Lucia right here doing community service. And then on this one, she said, this place is just a start for us. She said, got that big ass snake in the glass right there. Look at that big ass snake on the bottom left. What the fuck? We can have pets? Crazy. Here go your boy Cal. Cal, Jason, and Lucia. They all seem to be pretty tight. Now we see this dude later. They do a video with this dude in the club or something. So he looks like he's playing a small part, but he's got a bigger role than we realize as well. I love the beard behind there, like just how it looks so detailed. She pulls him out on the floor. He's like, oh, I don't want to go on the floor. Here come another little thick mama behind her. She looked pregnant. Am I tripping? She looked pregnant? She looked like she could be pregnant right there. I don't know. Whatever. Here's Lucia starting to evolve. We seen her get out of prison looking broke. Then we seen her in his drawers. Then we seen her in some jeans. And she just keeps evolving. Look at her right here now, and Jason like, damn. Look at him when he see her for the first time in this shit. You see him standing up right there. Watch his eyes. He's like, damn. He's enamored. He's doing all of this stuff for her. She's the ringleader. Look at him. He like, damn. He can't believe his eyes. Turn around. Let me see you. Let me see you twirl, baby girl. Right? Look at these bikers back here. I wonder what that's about. Where they at? Change of clothes. He got to change. He got a nice little chain on. She got a nice little chain on. She got her door knocker earrings on. If we're going to do this, we're going to do it right, says Jason. I like this shirt, though. This Hawaiian shirt he got on right here. That motherfucker hard. Maybe that's our new Tommy Vercetti. That's our new Hawaiian shirt right there. You feel me? I like it. But then it cuts into the holding hands in between the flag, the American flag. I wonder if there's some significance to that. People talking about we might go to Central America, South America, maybe Lucia's origins or just drug running, period. But this is a 919, I believe. Yeah, so they in the 919 club, turning up, dancing. Hey, yo, D, this fool of Fed. Here's, I forget cuz name, Daquan, some shit like that. The nigga who gonna work with the record label with Booby, doing an intro with, what's that? What's that white guy's name? The white rapper. Oh, man, from Florida, be having the colorful braids. Oh my goodness, it looked just like him. But yeah, movie posters, DVDs, lost physical media that's gone. But we also in the trap. You could tell from the weathered blinds and dressers. We in a trap somewhere where D. I wonder what D's relationship is with Jason, because we see him and Jason a lot without Lucia. So that's just an interesting dynamic. We don't see Lucia with nobody solo, but we do see Jason. So Jason has formed all these relationships while Lucia was locked down. And I wonder what that's going to be an interesting dynamic. I wonder how that plays out. But look at Cuz right here. He ain't playing. These guys ain't fucking around. So this look like a lick, like a regular house lick. They breaking out of a window. The boys is watching. They ain't got no mask or nothing, right? So they can see everything. And then we cut to Brian saying they got everything, you know. And here we go with the feds again, the D-Techs, the regular clothes, the street clothes. But I like these guys. I wonder what role they gonna play. Like if because they can't just be regular cop chases. Like I said, if it ties into the wanted system, like the 3, 4 stars. Now these are obviously cutscenes, but if you get to a certain level, you start getting the D-Techs and the feds on you and the army and stuff like that. You get these type of guys on you at some point. That's hard. I like these guys though, and they might be crooked. They might be crooked cops. There's a long, rich history of Florida cops doing all kind of shisty and dirty shit. Every movie is about it. Bad Boys, Vice City, or Miami Vice. These niggas could be crooked. They look a little shady. They look a little rough around the edges, these boys do. We gotta protect each other. That's the type of shit you would say when you a corrupt cop. I love the gun physics right here. Like the blowback on the pistol. It's nice. Bop, bop. See the chamber going back. Bop, bop. And then we cut scene to this lady. Bop, bop. She one of the rapper ladies. Damn, I should have looked their name up. I completely forgot what their name was. But it's you know, one of them girls. They supposed to be the city girls, right? They the GTA version of the city girls. But they run with Dick. There you go, Jason again with his watch, Lucia, showing their closeness, their intimateness. But look, I like how he runs him into that car. If anybody played 007 First Light, how you can just run people into shit. Oh my God, I love that physics from the game where I could just run a nigga into a wall or a shelf or something, electrocute him, set him on fire, throw him off a cliff. If we could run niggas in this shit like that with Jason, Jason looked like he might be a brawler. Just run a nigga into the wall, boom. And here we go with Lucia in a cage fight, right? Fighting a man. I normally don't see ladies with a belly like that. Lucia in a cage fight, fighting somebody. She's a martial artist or a kickboxer. Once again, tying her back to Luis Lopez in Liberty City. He's Dominican. I'm assuming Lucia is some sort of Latin origin or descent or ethnicity. So, that could be a nice little tie-in y'all want to do, Rockstar, because Luis used to do cage fighting in Liberty City. And we see Lucia, Luis. I'm just saying, cage fighters. Tie it, make it happen. Here Jason coming in with the pilly. And we noticed that these panels are open, ain't got no drywall on these. Like this house is, I don't know if it ever gets fixed. It might just be temporary. So like when they get out of there, they out of there. But, just knowing the different states of the house that they're in, the original safe house. I want to point out, this is Lucia shooting these cops with this grenade launcher, right? Fun has no borders, says the billboard to the left right here. But this is Lucia doing this dirty work like this. You know what I mean? Like she ain't fucking around. Once again, here we go. We see Daquan or whatever this nigga name is. We see him again without Jason, or I'm sorry, without Lucia. I do like this nigga necklace though, a little gold piece. You know what I mean? Look at that Doberman back there. Nice dog. More people on their phones. These ladies getting ready to work out. But him and Jason looking at something on the phone together. Once again, their relationship without Lucia, wonder, I don't know. I just feel like that could be a interesting dynamic that could be strained somehow. I don't know. I don't know who this lady Lucia fighting up in the air, but once again, it's Lucia doing the dirty work. Now look at this Vapid, this gray Vapid Dominator. Remember I told you to remember Brian's Vapid Dominator from the beginning? It had a black stripe in the middle that looks like a black stripe. It was a big dually. I bet you this is Brian in on this somehow. And this is the job that goes bad. They had the one job that goes bad. Like, how did this end cleanly? How? I highly doubt it, right? Reminds me of some Fast and Furious shit, though, which, I mean, obviously that's what it reminds everybody of, but love it. I'm excited to see how it turns out, but I bet you that's Brian's car. Brian's in on that. And here we are showing their relationship, that it's a really intimate relationship. This is Cuz, who we seen from the bar earlier, and in the Keys with them, where I said we see him later. So here he is in the club. I'm pretty sure this is the same day in the 919. This looks like the same clothes that they had on. Yep, the gold dress and the black. Interesting. Once again, I just fucking love the cars. Look at the different body types here, though. Somebody taking pictures of these two young ladies or three young ladies. But look at this lady hanging out of the car. But look at the tires right here. For anybody who know anything about cars, them is 84s, them is elbows, them is knockers, bro. That's real popular in Texas. In Southern music or in Southern culture, but in Texas, bro, them 84s popping like that, hella hard. Then we got the Lambo right here. Is it Pagasi? Is that what they call it in GTA? Pagasi and Grotti? Yeah. And then we got the Banshee. We got the motherfucking Comets. Like, bro, all hard cars. You got the Alexo. You know what I mean? Like this is dope. And the Dominion. So there's a Domino something in actual real Miami. So that's why I thought that was Domino. But I think it's actually that font. So excuse me. This might be a play on that as well. But look, I wonder if he is a celebrity taking a picture with all of these bitches right here. That's hard. Got his hand on her butt. Keanu Reeves would never do that. Keanu would never, right? Ugh. Let me get one more look at these cars real quick. That motherfucker was hard. Wow. I have no idea what's happening here. Vice City, baby. Ladies, how did they even get up there? Ladies on the roof, ladies on the floor, something pleasure. I couldn't catch what that said. Sinful Sundays, seductive Saturdays. So this is back into the Jack of Hearts where they had Make It Rain Mondays. Like I said, they got a day for every day of the week. Cause making it rain, we don't know what day it is. Then we got Fields. Everybody talking about that this was Phil from Vice City. Obviously, it can't be. Cuz only had one arm. I don't know if they got the technology to grow arms back, but maybe it could be a son or something, some sort of relative. But I do want to point out once again, in the house they got tools for working on the house. Right, some of the artwork is down because it's getting put up. They got paint for painting, paint for painting. But most importantly, a PlayStation. Now it's obviously not a PlayStation, but it don't look like an Xbox, right? So it's obviously a PlayStation. PlayStation controller. Rockstar got that hard relationship with PlayStation. They going hard right now. More physical media that PlayStation has unfortunately killed. And then once again, seeing outside the interior, the exterior, just beautiful. You know what I mean? Love it. Can't wait to watch TV in here though. Like I would sit there and watch TV and Grand Theft Auto fucking all day. I can't wait to watch TV in here. This lady looked like Candy Sucks. If y'all remember Candy Sucks, now it obviously isn't because once again she would be old as fuck and she was blind. But she got the Candy Sucks outfit on, fucking with your boy Phil. Phil's ammunition. Protect your rights. Look like Jason sleep right here. I don't know if he's asleep or not. Got a lighter on the table, a drink beer, and then like a full beer. Still got the snake there. Now look, that drywall that was empty, it looked like it's filled in, but then we got some over here that's not filled in. Just progressively continuing to progress on the house. You can see they got painter's tape on the floor right here. It looks like the roof is open right here. That's going to be interesting. She throws the keys in the bowl, and I think that wakes him up. He looks awoke now. Like, hey, what's up? She's getting off of work from, community service. Still got her ankle monitor on. And now, I thought this was Lucia over here wielding the gun. It obviously ain't, but it is Jason who is driving the chopper. So maybe Lucia's not here, and then we look like we got mini guns on both sides as well as a manable gun right here on the buzzard, chasing somebody down in the swamp lands. Yep, that definitely looks like Jason chasing them down. I thought it was Lucia shooting, but it ain't. This Lucia right here, hopefully. That's Jason for sure. Look at how many niggas is on this boat and in the actual water. I don't think I've seen NPCs in the water until this point. Now that I think about it, I don't think I've seen any actually in the water. I could be mistaken. Y'all correct me on that one. But NPCs on top of the boat, in front of the boat, in the actual water on floaties. This look like Jason right here and Lucia. Yep, definitely Lucia. Pretty sure she's not topless, even though they do have some of those optional beaches like that. in Florida. Jason again riding on this motorcycle. Look at the detail in the light and the reflections in the chrome. Probably picking up a delivery from this Sea Sparrow right here. They about to drop a package and Jason got to go pick it up on the motorcycle. Is this Lucia right here jumping on this car? Is this Lucia doing this dirty work right here again? That look like lady hips and thighs. You know what I'm saying? Look like lady ponytail right there. I think that's Lucia. And then just let the bike go. But it do look like the bike that Jason had on. So we in a hotel now. We're no longer in the broke down place. We've seen him in this hotel numerous times. We're not in the original safe house. Looks like Jason driving the boat. Lucia shooting at the Vice Dale. I wonder if that's like a play on Dade County. It looks like I said, Jason driving, Lucia shooting. Looks like Jason hanging out the window on that one. This looks like Jason as the passenger right here. Lucia driving now, Jason jumping from who knows where. She checking the mirror as she drives. And then Cal, your coworker, trying to get hooked up. And probably telling Lucia, like, hey, you got some friends, holla at your boy. But this is Lucia now hanging out of the window, riding off into the sunset. Fucking beautiful. Man, oh man. Man, oh man. I tell you what, I can't wait for trailer 3. I can't wait for the game. I don't even need a trailer 3. I'm just kidding. I would like one. Give it to me soon. But man, it would have been a good 4th of July gift. You know, happy 250 America. I know Rockstar, y'all niggas ain't in America. We are from like Scotland or something like that. But y'all make so much money off of satire of America. Y'all could have gave a brother something. You know what I'm talking about? But yeah, May 2026. If only we would have had it for a month by now, and I've already beat the story mode. Been waiting for GTA Online if that were true. GTA 6 Online if that were true, which that's a whole nother video within itself. But man, this was this was exciting. This was fun. I got some other, I want to break down the rest of the website now. The old screenshots, now that we have the pre-order screenshots to see if there's anything telling in those. And then maybe some theory videos about what I think the storyline will be or what the story mode. So a couple ideas on what I think the story mode. Now, I've already let a couple of them slip through here and breaking down the trailer. But yeah, holla at your boy. It'll be fun.